And Merry Christmas, everyone. Welcome. We are Merry Mike.
And Joyful Jen.
And this is our RV Lifestyle Ask Us Anything online Christmas party. Who brought the cookies? Who's got the eggnog? And we are going to have some fun this night. We're going to invite you to come on camera with us. But we got a couple of catches to this. Number one, you have to be wearing something Christmassy. It can have an ugly Christmas sweater. That'd be okay. What else? Who could they wear? A hat, a Christmas hat, reindeer antlers.
Yeah.
But you have to have that.
Blinking lights.
Blinking lights. Be creative. And we'll bring you on to say hi to everybody. And then we're asking everybody to share a Christmas wish related to you and the RV lifestyle. So we're going to have some fun with our Christmas. And here's how you do it. There's the address. If you typed in that address, you got to, authorize your camera and your microphone to come on. And you'll kind of go in our waiting room. We can take as many as 10 of you at a time. And then we'll just drop off after we have people on and we can catch them. You might sit there for a couple minutes because we might be answering a question. But I'm going to leave that, how you can join us live right there. And this is going to be fun. Or it's going to be a complete disaster.
One way or the other.
If we get a troll in there.
There's no middle ground here.
We are streaming live on Facebook, on Twitter, on our Facebook page and supporters group, and on, of course, YouTube. And how do we manage all that? Well, we do it with Mrs. Claus. How are you, Mrs. Claus?
Oh, I'm very, very happy tonight because I'm hoping some people will join us and be brave and don't worry about it and just for some good fun. But it's true, somebody might not show up at all. So I hope you're ready for that.
I think what I'm going to do is make that that little note right there. I think I'm going to make that a streaming along the banner, and we'll kind of go like that, so it'll always be along the bottom. Like a TV show, and they can join us that way. So we'll see how that all works out. See how that is. Join us live. That's the YouTube, or that's the address that you'll go to. And I did check it, and it looked like it worked. So what'll happen is it'll say, can we use your camera and microphone? And off you go. And we'll bring you on, and we'll chat a little bit and have some fun. Phyllis, we always answer questions, even on our online Christmas party. And how do we handle the questions?
If you have a question for Mike and Jen, you just type the word question in all caps so that we can see it, and then type your question. And if you're seeing this on Facebook in one of the Facebook groups, make sure that you authorize StreamYard to show us your name so that you don't show up as just Facebook user. And that's super helpful. And then if you would like to spread even more holiday cheer, there's super chats at the bottom. I know they get upset about it, but I think it's a super way to support everyone at the RV Lifestyle with a little super chat. So that's down at the bottom if you want to do that.
'Tis the giving season, after all. I just feel so weird asking people, give us money, but it's a way to, you all are used to other people doing that, and it's a way to, offset all the cost of all this stuff and our expensive set behind us and all these costumes, let alone all the Christmas cookies I had to eat today to get in the spirit. So, all right, Phyllis, we'll let you keep everybody straight in the chat room, and we'll start taking a few of those questions. And then again, we are inviting you guys. Thanks, Phyllis. We'll come back to you in a bit. We're inviting you guys to be to come back and to help us figure out how to do this by taking all of your questions. Now, I have to figure out how I messed up here. Linda Ward, Merry Christmas, Mike, Jen, and Bo. Linda is in Robbinsville, New Jersey, and Linda is one of our regulars, and we appreciate you being with us, Linda. And she is one of our supporters, as is Ed Richards, who says Merry Christmas. They are both our two, I think they're Facebook supporters. They've joined our Facebook group, and we appreciate you guys being there. So again, I want to just go over this thing about joining us on camera, because I really want to see some of you out there, and no one is doing it. And I know we got hundreds watching us right now, so we'll have to see what happens.
Everybody's being shy.
The only other explanation is I gave the wrong address, which
of Could be.
I can fix it up if
Could
that
be.
doesn't work, but somebody will try that and come in on that ad, and I'll know. I'll see it
And
you
Road
pop
Trip
up.
Buddy wants an RV for Christmas.
Yes, he does.
He hopes that Santa knows that.
Well, young fellow, what does Santa say always? We'll see what we can do about that.
Hey, there we go.
Bruce Howard, Merry Christmas. And also Christopher Colley saying hi as well. Chris, of course, is on the other end of our YouTube chat, helping everybody there. And speaking of Chris, I actually want to show some more of his work. We shared a video that he did last week, and I want to show one that he did this week. This is a new channel trailer, and this is kind of like a world premiere here on our Ask Us Anything. And this is meant for our RV Lifestyle channel, and then I'm going to put it on the RV Lifestyle travel blog as one of our rotating videos as well. It's kind of just a little quick video about what we're all about, both at our video work and also on our blog. So with no further ado, the world premiere of the 2021 RV Lifestyle channel trailer. Lots of different people, lots of different stories, everybody having fun.
And what they want is for you to join them. We are in Ohio, and we have a brand new prototype RV that we just can't wait to show you.
Now, we just drove into this today, and there are a whole bunch of sites that are available.
This is the box that becomes that RV.
It's absolutely beautiful. Almost all of the campsites are right on the water.
That will be enough to power up your AC. Ready to go, Chris.
Yeah, that was great.
Awesome?
That makes me want to get back out there, get moving.
I don't know. I think Chris does those trailers, and they just kind of make us more excited about getting out there. And we celebrate Christmas this week, and a new year starting. We just are in great spirits. It has to do, of course, always with the holiday. And this is for those of you who've just tuned in lately. This is our online Ask Us Anything Christmas party. And we want to invite you guys to join us as well by coming on camera and stuff. But here's a question from Roger Stambaugh. Merry Christmas from an 83-year-old
first-time RV owner. Wonder rear twin bed coming next year, hopefully. You might mention U.S. military campgrounds and RV parks. Great resource for those who qualify.
That's true. If you are military, veteran, or active, they are almost every base and military installation has a campground, and they are just awesome places for you to stay. And thank you, Roger, for your service, and good luck on that new one coming. Alan Dahl.
Recent subscribers and really enjoy what you do. We're awaiting delivery of our 2021 Wonder front twin bed. Merry Christmas and happy 2021.
Thank you, Alan, and Merry Christmas and happy to you as well. Leanne Glazier. She's in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Wishing Merry
us a Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas to you as well.
Triple T MTV from Ghana, West Africa. Wow, thank you for joining us from way over there. That is awesome. We're delighted to see you online. Rob Donaldson?
from Alabama, a new subscriber.
Thank you, Rob. We're delighted to see you. And hey, let's check. Here is our first online visitor. And let's see if Bob Keefe can behave himself. Hey, Bob, Merry Christmas.
Hey, like that sweatshirt.
Breaking up, but hello.
Hello, you're wearing red. That's awesome. We're not hearing your audio very well, but we see you.
Yep, I can see you.
That's good. So, Bob, what is your Christmas gift, your Christmas wish? Oh, that is a great sweater. Let me see that again.
Sweatshirt.
Let's
That's
see.
a sweatshirt. Yeah, you got a Christmas sweatshirt on.
It's
Lots of good stuff. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Is that an RV? You do. It's an RV
An
sweatshirt.
RV tree.
Yep.
All right.
So, Bob, tell us what your Christmas wish is this year.
Okay, we're retired. Our wish is to get the house sold and out on the road in an RV next year.
Awesome.
Really? Now, are you going to you're going to sell the house? Get
Yeah.
rid of it completely?
Yep.
You're going to go full time?
Go full time. Yep.
You getting a fifth wheel or an A?
What are you getting?
Grand Design fifth wheel.
A Grand Design
Yeah.
fifth wheel. And what are you going to tow that with?
We got to find a dually, so it's going to be a big.
A big truck.
It is. It is. Bob, thanks for being here, and Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for being a part of all of this stuff, and I can't
We
wait to
wish you
meet
the
you out on
best.
the road. When are you expecting to get that RV, and when are you selling the house?
Crossing our fingers, but no, timeline yet.
Yeah, but in 2021, right?
Right.
All right. Good luck.
Good luck, Bob. Merry Christmas.
And we will see you out there.
That is awesome. All right, so Bob was the first of them, and here's how you do it. You basically just have to come on live, go to that link right there, just put that in your web browser, and then you can just give it the permissions that you need, and then you'll go in a little standby room where we can see what's going on, and we'll be able, just like we took Bob on, we will be able to take
I
you.
have never seen anything like that for a Christmas tree with RVs.
That was very
instead
cool.
of ornaments. You must
Yeah,
have got
we
that
should've-
online or something.
Yeah, we should have.
Very
but-
cool.
Meantime, for those of you who are shy, you can just ask your questions in the chat room as we've been doing, and we'll keep sharing Christmas gifts. Wow, there's a blast from our past. Emily Gale. Hello, Emily. Aloha. She is in Hawaii now.
Right. Gave up Detroit and moved to Hawaii.
Oh,
Ooh.
she did.
We need to go
And,
visit Emily.
Emily, yes, Emily, don't you think we need to have an in-person reunion? Merry Christmas to you. We had some wonderful memories with Emily, and somebody just posted, Emily, a news story I did. Emily used to sponsor these awesome fun runs in downtown Detroit. She was a big booster and really helped in the early days of the whole revitalization of downtown Detroit. And what a delight it is to see you on there. And
We ran all over downtown
we
Detroit
did.
in those fun runs.
We did. And somebody found that video, the TV report I did at the time, and I saw they posted it in our RV Lifestyle group. And a much younger Mike Wendland with Emily. And say yes to Detroit was Emily's slogan. Emily, aloha. And we will look you up this year in California. That's on our wish list. All right. Ivan Josie from RV Journey.
All right. How do you like your GoPro 9? Thinking about getting one for Christmas. And what do you like the most?
Well, I am a big fan of GoPro cameras. I have had every one of them. This is the best. In terms of quality, it's even 5K video, but they have great stabilization. The folks at GoPro have now added these mods or modules that you can put on. One of them is a really good shotgun mic. In fact, I just shot the video that's up there right now. I'm trying to think what video is our most current one, which was shot on all the products, was largely shot with that GoPro 9. And we just did one where we've been shooting all week on winter camping, some tips on winter camping. And we shot a number of shots with that. It's very small. You put it on a little stick, it does everything. And of course, GoPro has all those great mounts. But this camera, it's the image quality, the modules from, it's got a built-in front-facing screen as well as the back. It is a great camera. You could use that camera if you're just starting off and you want to do a video blog. you could use that camera and do almost all of your work with it. And if you can hold it still enough, it would look great. So it's a great camera. We do really enjoy it, and we recommend it. Bob Donaldson, a new RV camper.
Is anyone here a KOA member, and or do you recommend KOA?
We do. We are members of KOA. We use, you get I think just a 5% discount, but every dollar does help.
And I guess everything's expensive nowadays. I mean, KOAs are up there with price like every place else.
And we do like KOA.
Mm-hmm.
We do. We really do like KOA. And
you know what you're going to get.
Yeah, you do.
You always.
I don't know what happened to our green screen meat back there, but it looks like it's getting eaten by an orange fungus. I'm just going to leave that up. Tell them it's part of our decorations, and we'll see what happens. I might be able to get rid of that if I put a little light on it, maybe.
Ooh, going to blind me.
Yeah, no, that doesn't do it. So
I didn't do it. Thank you for putting it back down.
Okay. Well, oh, you know what? That's not an orange fungus. That's a wall. So we're good. We're good.
Didn't know what you were seeing. It's wood.
It's trouble when you look at yourself in the mirror. Stelly Barnes.
Merry Christmas from East Jordan, Michigan. Enjoy your tips and tricks. So have you made a trip to Alaska? I've been 5 road trips to and from. Highly recommend. Wow, 5 times.
We've been there twice, and we keep wanting to go in the RV. The problem, Shelley, is
time.
Time.
We always have commitments, and we can't budget that much time.
Well, I think we're going to. This might actually be the year.
Do you think
to do it right?
Do you think the border's going to be able to drive?
Yeah, the border in Canada, the U.S. border is again closed now till towards the end of January. It'll probably still be extended.
To get a kayak.
The clothing will be. Yeah, we'll have to get a kayak and kind of go around. But the problem with us is we have been doing all these personal appearances at RV shows and places around North America. And so to go to Alaska the right way, the way we want to do it, with enough time to really do good video and to report and have fun and enjoy it ourselves, go stalk some animals and get some great bear pictures. To do it right is a minimum of 2 months.
She knows because she's done it 5 times.
Yeah, for us, and maybe you do it a little quicker. I don't know. 3 months would be ideal. And so it's been hard for us up until now because of, we'd always have some obligation to do. So we're hoping to do it this year, though.
Maybe someday we'll just, if we fly in, we can't take Bo. I would not put
Bo. Could fly in and rent an RV.
I wouldn't let Bo be luggage.
You kidding me? That Bo would love Alaska.
I know he'd love it.
Sandblast at the Tampa Bay Super Show's a go, but without Industry Day, are the Wendlands going? Right now we are.
Right now we are.
We will
Everything's subject to change this year, as you know.
We will be camping with Bo.
We'll have Bo.
We'll bring Bo to the show a couple of days, but we're worried about him lifting his leg and marking his territory.
Joy in life. He's a hound dog. He's a scent dog, and he likes everybody to know he's been there.
Yeah. So anyway, we are hoping to go, and we will we'll have some fun. Hey, I want to remind everybody, if you've just tuned in, we want you to join us. This is kind of our Christmas thing. We want you to come on camera with us, share your Christmas wish for the next year related to the RV lifestyle, and wear something red, some green, and come on camera. You just go to that link. You just type that in your web browser.
We know you got a goofy Christmas sweater. We know you got
get that ugly
there.
Sweater on, and we would love to.
I didn't get my ugly sweater. It's still downstairs.
I think storage. Is that green one?
That's that green one.
Show everybody your earrings. You got to get closer. You got
closer. They can't see.
They can't really see them
very
good.
What can I say?
Right there's
Christmas
the earrings.
wreath.
Yeah, a Christmas wreath earrings.
Mm-hmm.
So we would love to see you guys come on and join us. Donald Vinchkowski with a question.
They got a LTV Unity Twin Bed for Christmas. And we wish the same to you, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And again, we hope we can see you out there.
If you don't have a costume to join us live, we want to see Christmas cookies. You can show us your Christmas cookies. Bring some cookies.
Everybody's got a Santa hat in their house.
They do, and they all have Christmas.
And they have probably reindeer antlers.
Yep.
A
couple of quick things, scheduling notes. Next Sunday, we're taking off. We're going to actually try and take from Wednesday of this week off right until the first of the year. We will be back here on, I think,
I have to get my calendar.
The Sunday after, between.
You're just taking 1 week off.
We're taking next week off. The 29th, is it? 20th? I don't know what it is. We're taking next week off, and we'll be back I believe it's the 3rd of January.
Sounds about right.
Is when we come back. So no Ask Us Anything next week. And
But then we'll be back.
we do have a podcast that's coming out Wednesday, and then we're going to take next week off with the podcast as well. We will still have some stuff on the blog every day. So lots of content on the blog for you guys. So please go to that link that we saw, rvlifestyle.com/join. Come on camera. Tim Estes.
Have you had any problems with front end tire wear?
I did on one of my RVs, one of the RVs that we owned, and it was a tire alignment issue. And the other thing that, one of the things that we had, this was the very first one I had that had dual wheels on the back. And it was very hard for me to find someplace that had a hoist that could lift up a 11,000-pound RV and rotate the tires. They don't like many of the tire shops don't. It takes longer. They don't like doing that. And so I took that RV. I took it to a dealer, and they said, "Oh yeah, we rotated the tires." Well, they just rotated the back ones. They didn't really do anything with the front. There's a way you're supposed to rotate them all, and they didn't align it. It was very difficult. Oh, we can't align it. You got to go to a truck alignment place, and all that is to
So
say,
if you can find the right place.
I had to find the right place. Now I get everything aligned, and I rotate those tires.
So don't just trust any old buddy.
And I try and rotate them about every 10,000 miles.
And wasn't it somebody at the dog park when we were talking to people that gave you the recommendation of the place you did end up going?
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
It
so
was.
word of mouth.
Yep.
Not just.
And we're going to. I'm taking the RV in actually tomorrow, and it's going to get some work done on it. And I'm going to make sure that the tires are wearing all well. So check that out. But that's the only time. Ever since then, I've been doing it right. Hey, let's get joined by Cathy Stahlbach. And there we go. The Stahlbach.
Hey, I like your hat. Perfect.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you got your hats, you got glasses.
Perfect.
Cathy, the lights back there. Come a little
Oh,
closer.
you got your beautiful tree up.
Yes.
And is that a window we're looking out at Evergreens?
Washington.
We're
Oh,
up near the
gorgeous.
Canadian border, and we can't wait for the border to open so we can run up there in the RV.
Which we
Wow.
don't have yet. We have one on order, just like yours.
Yeah, we
I wonder.
Yes.
Wow. I think we've sold a lot of Wonder RTVs.
Wow.
We should ask for a commission from those guys.
Really?
Dean should be writing you Christmas checks.
Yeah, I haven't even seen anything from Dean for a while. They never tell me, but
Once you buy the Wonder, you never see them again. Is that right?
no, they're pretty good.
They're very
They're
good.
very good. But
No, I was
that is-
interested in your tire alignment problem. Was that on the Wonder?
no, it was not. It was on one of my road treks that I had.
Oh, okay. So the Wonder.
It was on a Sprinter.
The problem was who we got to do that, who performed the service. You have to find the right people that can do it.
Yep.
But it wasn't on
So
the Wonder.
It
No,
wasn't.
no.
It wasn't a problem with the vehicle.
you don't have to wonder about the Wonder.
Except the heated tanks. Why aren't there heated tanks on these?
Well, very few RVs really have heated tanks. It's a pretty tough thing. It's expensive. If you aren't plugged into electricity, it's going to take away anything out of your batteries. It's very, it's just very difficult. And most people are not really 4-season campers. They'll camp 3 times, but not 4.
3 seasons.
3 seasons. Yeah, I'm sorry, 3 seasons. So what is your guys' Christmas wish? Obviously get you a new Wonder, but what else for this year?
Well, I'm trying to sell my periodontal practice. That's my goal.
So and then what are you going to do? Just
And
travel?
then I'm going to get on the road with Roger.
When do you expect to have that new RV?
Well, we just ordered it a couple of weeks ago, so it's going to be about a year.
A year.
Well, you might want to rent something to take out if you sell your practice and want to
Right.
get on the road sooner.
Well, we'll give it a try. And
Yeah.
if I'm around long enough, what I'm planning on is hopefully in 3 or 4 years, they'll have the all-electric RVs. We have a Tesla, which we've got over 100,000 miles traveling around the United States on, and
Wow.
we love the all-electric vehicle. And so that is hopefully coming down.
It is. I just saw an announcement this week about Winnebago setting up some grant money as well, and they're really pushing through this to have an all-electric RV.
Yeah.
And that is coming. And I have enviously looked at all those Teslas and thought I need one of those too. So
Yeah. But there is a rumor that Tesla has gone back to work with Mercedes again, whom they worked with before, to work on the Sprint chassis and electrify that.
the Sprinter, yeah. Well, that would be good because it's used, so much for delivery vehicles.
Yeah.
And in urban sites, as would the Ford Transit chassis be a great one for them to work on all electric. Yeah. Well, the Stahlbachs, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you out there on the road in your wonder. Thanks for checking in from Washington, and I love those glasses. Merry Christmas to you both.
And
Have a
Happy New Year.
wonderful 2021.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. That's the Stahlbachs joining us from Washington, and we would love to have you guys join us too. That's how you do it. Just rvlifestyle.com/join, and we will be able to get you on as well. All right, let's get back to your questions on chat. This is from Dean Simpson.
Have you heard that equalizer is not recommended snap pads be used on LTVs anymore? Do you have all 4 on yours still?
Well, I think I'm the reason they don't recommend that.
We were the first,
Yes, we were. Yeah, they're not a good fit for the Wonder. I did have them on the Unity when we had on the Sprinter chassis, and we didn't have any problems with the snap pads there.
No.
The Wonder does not have as much clearance for the equalizer jacks as the Sprinter did. The Wonder, of course, is on this Ford Transit chassis. So I started off with 4 of those snap pads, but
we don't mind being guinea pigs. I mean, we're kind of used to having new things, and we try it.
And their suggestion was that we kind of, maybe you don't really want them, you don't need them, they're not important. I said, well, I liked them. So we lost one, one broke, and I took the other 2 off. So we have them off, and that's part of what we do. We break stuff and we experiment, so we can tell you. So I think that's why.
Yeah, in fact, I think when we had a lot of testing to do with Road Trek, they said if we couldn't break it, nobody could.
Yeah, that's the truth. I made path to their factory, 200 miles to Canada and back almost weekly. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But I think that's exactly why there's just not enough clearance. It's about 5.5 on the front is the clearance, and on the back about 6, maybe a little over 6.
Absolutely love having that automatic leveler system.
I did.
That I'm not out there saying a little slow down fast, or
so
little here, little
we
there.
still have the equalizer system, and it works great. But we didn't put the snap pad. And for those of you who don't know what a snap pad on it, it's just there's a little pad like that the jack comes down on. It's maybe 5 inches around, and the snap pad's it's a real heavy carbon thick thing, about 1.5 inches, and it spreads it out a little bit more. But it's fine without
protects it from getting in the mud, dirt, grass, gravel.
Yep.
Just a little protection.
All right, back to our online Christmas party here with Ivan, Josie, and another question.
What do you recommend to someone who wants to start recording and journaling their story for their future grandchildren?
Applications and programs. Wow, gosh, there's a million ways you could do that. Start a family podcast. It's so easy to do a podcast now. It's kind of like it is when everybody started to blog. All these services came up that'll do all the work, and there's a number of them out there. Just look for podcast services, and you can find them. They're very easy. You can record your podcast on your smartphone, on a camera, and start journaling that way. And you can turn that into a daily podcast as you travel, a weekly, or a message to your grandkids. You can do it all that way. But I think one of the things about, podcasts, and you can, if you want your kids to hear it as you record it, your grandkids, you can give them a password for it. You can protect it so it doesn't go out to everybody. It's a lot of fun. And I think that's a great idea. And then that'll stay with you for forever, and long after you're gone, they can go back and what did grandma have to say about that? So good question. Hey, Happy New Year to Tom McAllister. Kathy's out there too.
Oh, what's the best Christmas hat to wear? Howdy from Tomcat down south.
Well, these are our Christmas hats, but for me, it's a Stormy Cromer. It's a Stormy Cromer. That's what I kind of live in the wintertime. I have actually 5 Stormy Cromer hats, but the one I wear we do a hike every morning with Bo.
You consider that a Christmas hat?
I
Stormy
consider
hat?
it my winter hat.
Yeah.
And it's a green camo hat. There's a picture of me on one of our videos on YouTube.
Didn't we have fun with hats when we were at Bronner's in
We did.
Frankenmuth? We had some kind of goofy hats.
We had a video. In fact,
These are so ordinary.
I'm going to repost that on our blog and stuff, our Bronner's video up front, and leave it up for it's how we decorated the Christmas tree, how we decorated our
RV and our dog Ty at that time. Yeah. I mean, we haven't redone that video because Bronner's. It was
Tomcat, we hope to see you guys out on the road in 2021. Here's one from Norm.
Let's see. A comment. You guys need to retire from retirement. Cheers and Merry Christmas.
Yeah. We were just saying today. How much did you see me today? We did the hike in the morning. We watched church online.
Yep.
And that was it.
That was it.
A little bit before we started.
Yeah, I said I haven't seen you all day, fella.
I was down in the studio working hard. Yeah, but we're having fun, I think. We're going to take a few days off, so we are looking forward to that. Don Mason.
Thank you, Don. We love you too. We love you guys and Dean. Dean is so much fun. We're getting a Unity in March, hopefully. Wow, that's not that far off.
Don and Dean. There you go. Tracy's channel.
We got lucky on our camper. They were able to make changes to an existing order and got factory installed extras. Awesome.
That is really good. That is
Wonder
great.
what you bought.
Whenever you order something and you think, well, I think I might like that down the line, if you can get it installed at the factory, it is always so much better. It's so much better.
Mm-hmm.
So even though that sometimes when you're ordering something, it's a big financial hit always. But if you can get those extras, whatever you think you're going to want, if they can install them at the factory, it gets done right. It's also covered under your warranty a little better, and it's just great advice. So good for you, Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Nelson joins us.
Our Tiffin Wayfarer Class C has heated tanks.
Great. I wonder whether that certainly didn't come standard, but I wonder if that is truly 4-season, or if you added that and added anything else. We like the Tiffin Wayfarer. In fact, if we get down south in the next couple months, we're hoping to head over and visit the Tiffin folks, and we'd love to see where they build the Wayfarers. They're a fine Class C RV. We really like those. All right. Let's see. Scott Jacobs is by.
What is the best waterfront campground you visited on the southwestern side of Michigan on the lake?
On the lake. Well, it's a toss-up between Warren Dunes in far southwest Michigan and Muskegon State Park, right in about the middle part of the Michigan Gold Coast along Lake Michigan, being Lake Michigan right here. Muskegon's about here, and Warren Dunes is way down there. Those would probably be the best.
And those campgrounds fill up.
Yeah, right on the water. You're not going to be right on the water in any of those, but you're very close to it. The one that you are on the water, if you can get in that loop, is Holland State Park, where we just came back from there a couple months ago. Holland State Park has, there's Holland State Park and Grand Haven and Grand Haven State Park, both of them in southwestern Michigan. And both of them have sites that are directly on the water. There's like a little parking lot, maybe you're right on it's like you're camping in a parking lot is really what it is, right on the water. So those are the two best that are right on the water. I really do like Warren Dunes. It's open all year round in southwest Michigan. And I believe Muskegon is also open all year round, even in the wintertime. So check it out.
Traverse City is now closed.
Traverse City is now, it does not allow winter camping anymore. They're on the water, but that's way up in this part of Michigan, right in here. Karen Hicks.
So where's the best place to stay at the Florida show? We'll be camping in our Class B. Right there
at the fairgrounds. They call it a rally, but it's really open camping for anybody. I just interviewed the head of the show, and he said they always have some walk-ins, If you call them, the Florida folks that are putting on the Super Show, ask them. But if you can stay right there, then you just walk onto the fairgrounds when it's time to go to the show, and you can come back. There's lots of spots. We'll be there in our RV, as a matter of fact.
I wish they had something for dogs. Doggy
I wish they
daycare
did too.
at the fairgrounds.
Our big dilemma is, what do we do with Bo? Because
Bo has his heavy fur coat on now, and then we're going to take him down where it's hot.
And when we're there, we're working. We're both carrying cameras and tripods, and we're trying to get shots, and we're always meeting people.
And Bo is 65 pounds of energy.
And Bo really makes it hard to work. So, we're thinking we're going to have to leave him in the RV for a couple of hours, go do some work, maybe swap out a couple of times. And we'll bring him with us once, but it's pretty hard to get any work done. I was thinking maybe you. Yeah.
He's strong as a horse.
Yeah. Bill Moore.
What's your take on retro products? I'm looking at a new couch, and they have just what I need.
Bill, I'm not familiar with Rec Pro products. We've never replaced furniture in an RV, so it's all new to me. I can't help you out much there. There's a lot of places do. Maybe somebody else will jump in and talk about it. Karen Kerr.
Oh, I'm glad you love the wreath earrings. And enjoy your week off. That's sweet. Enjoy your week off.
Thank you, Karen. Hey, if you guys have any Christmas outfits on, if you got some Christmas cookies, you can share with us on our online gathering here. Please log into that address right now, rvlifestyle.com/join, and you can then activate the camera on your computer, and we can bring you into the whole online Christmas party. We'd love to see you. So use that link. And also, we want to remind you to give us a thumbs up on this video if you are enjoying the video. If you're a part of our family, or fellow travelers, as we call it, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us with Google. They get to realize, hey, people like this stuff, and then they show them to more folks, and that's always good for us. Also, please visit our Facebook group. And I don't know if you've joined that yet, but if you ever have a question, that is a great place to get an answer. I've seen people post a question, and in literally within 10 minutes, they may have 10 to 15 answers to that question, no matter how complicated that question is. So check it out. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, there's the address right there. We have 45,000 plus members right now, and it's just great. It's a great community for help.
I mean, any question that you have out there, even you're traveling in a state where you're not quite sure where to camp.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't get as far as you thought you were going to be. There's people out there that are just anxious, willing to share what they have loved.
In fact, can we ask them all to do us a favor and help us with our workload this week? we do our podcast. We actually record it on Tuesday, and we love to hear from folks. And if you look on the screen right there, there's our voicemail number. And if you would call up that number, and we'd love to hear two different things from you. One, your Christmas wish for your RV traveling over the next year. And then what is the number one place you hope to be able to visit in 2021? We'd love to have a bunch of you answering those questions. It would make my work really easy because I could just take your answers in and I wouldn't have to talk all the time. Help us out. Give us a Christmas present by calling that number and leaving a voicemail. We'd love to have you do that.
And plus, it gets us all excited at possibilities.
Yes, it does.
Things that, of course, maybe you don't want to share your fishing hole, but where your dream is, but it is fun.
Yeah. Connie O has a question.
Apologies if you've answered this on previous videos. What made you go from the Unity to the Wonder? We just ordered a 2022 Wonder rear lounge. Thank you. No apologies. We're glad that you asked.
Sure, we are too. And we do. We've answered this a lot. I could probably just read off about 20 answers. The first thing, Connie, though, is I wrote a really long blog post that goes into a lot more detail than I can do just answering here, that looked at the Sprinter versus the Ford Transit chassis. And, the Sprinter is what we had been used to, and even in our previous leisure travel van.
We had always had a Sprinter.
And then this is the year we wanted to try the Transit out, because the Transit is becoming really, really popular for a lot of reasons. And we detailed those in that blog report, the reasons we chose it. Gas engine, the availability of all-wheel drive, just
Easier to get service.
easier to get service with Ford.
Not having to find the diesel fuel is a big thing.
And, you know, a gas engine is really a neat thing. And because we are asked questions about all sorts of different RVs, we really need to be familiar with different chassis as well. We're a little familiar with the Dodge ProMaster chassis. We're very familiar with the Sprinter. And we just knew we needed to get into the Ford Transit chassis. And plus, in the case of the Wonder, the big factor for us was
that we got the rear twin beds, so they're made up all the time. And it's a place for Bo to jump up and look out the window so that he can see. That makes him happy.
As we're driving.
We're driving, because he doesn't like it when he can't see.
Yeah.
And we just needed to try something new. Oh, and it drives like an SUV.
Yeah,
It's easy
it
to
also is the
handle.
best driving RV we have ever had.
Now, you don't have the room that you had with
In
the
the front,
Sprinter
in
and
the
the front,
cab,
the
yeah.
cab.
Yep. So that's why we changed. Darla Heather.
What name electric bikes did you guys say you each had? Thank you. We have the Rad Power Bikes, and we're happy with them.
Oh yeah, we're very happy with them. They have a whole bunch of different models. We have the city bike model, and mine is like it's kind of like a beach cruiser.
I really think it's good if you see the bikes and read up about them good, you know, because of
All the different models they
there's
have.
collapsible ones. Ours are like a beach cruiser.
And
They weigh what,
yours,
60 pounds?
all of them weigh about 60 pounds.
Yeah,
Yours is the step-through model.
which is nice because you don't have to swing your leg over.
And if you go to our YouTube channel, Darla, which is youtube.com/RV Lifestyle, just search on e-bikes and you'll see the video review we did of ours. We drove it around the campground and had other people play with it. And you can see what they're like. But they are a lot of fun. And that's on our YouTube channel. Cathy McCormick.
Our wish is for a good checklist for setup and takedown for our new Jayco Eagle 28.5 HT.
You know, every RV has some of the same things you have to do. You know, pull out the plug, the electrical plug, do that kind of stuff. But they're all different. But the one for yours is the one that you want to do. And if you already have it, if you look at the notes when you did your walkthrough, just walk through all those, write them all down. And as you do it, you can kind of pull it together.
And, you know, I bet for everybody out there, if it was part of the deal of whether you bought this RV or not, you said, I bet they'd come up with something.
A checklist?
Yeah.
Yeah, they would. All right, let's, we got the cameras moving. It looks like we got some Christmas cookies. Let's bring on
Oh.
Rusty Smallwood. Rusty, what do we got? What are we looking at here?
Santa and Rudolph.
What are we looking at, Rusty?
This is an array of Christmas cookies that my wife and sister.
Oh my gosh.
Can
Let's
you hear
get
me?
a little closer to
Yeah,
him.
we can hear you.
We hear you. Let's
Yeah.
get a little closer to him. Ooh,
Wow.
They're
we see
Spritz
Rudolph.
cookies. They're Spritz cookies, Santa's whiskers, and
Wow.
fruit drop cookies and truffles.
Wow.
What are Santa's whiskers?
Santa's whiskers are a shortbread kind of cookie with cherries, pecans, and then rolled in coconut and cooked.
I think I'll grab one of those right now. Thank you. Yeah. Those are really nice looking. Well, Rusty,
Yeah, the
that is
truffles.
awesome.
Oh, that makes me hungry.
Yeah, it's cookie time for us. Rusty, where are you calling from tonight?
We are in St. John's, Florida, just outside of Jacksonville.
I hear it's been quite cold in Florida this week.
Why, it has, yes. So,
Yeah.
for a change.
Yeah, yeah. So what are the Smallwoods Christmas wish for the RV lifestyle this year?
Well, excuse me. Our Christmas wish is my wife is semi-retiring at the end of the month. I work for a nonprofit, so I can travel. So our wish is to, go to the Tampa show and look at the different RVs, especially the LTVs, and then move forward on getting one and traveling.
Wow. I don't think Leisure is going to be exhibiting this year. But I
heard
think
that.
maybe that one of their dealers, Gretzky, I think they will have a couple of models there, though. So you should be able to see some. And if
Good.
you can't, you can see ours because we'll be there.
We'd love
There's
to.
a cost.
Because
There's a
out
cost.
of all the ones I've at a cost,
Yeah, what, a truffle
A
or?
couple of those cookies. That's all I'm asking.
How about if we babysit Bo while you go into the show and do your work?
You can babysit Bo in the RV. That would be awesome. Yes.
You don't know what you're asking for. That boy, he's used to an hour of running and playing.
Yeah.
I mean, right now he's got a sore leg. You know, trying to keep a
Well, you
dog
got the
from
deal.
leaping
We'll
and
give
bounding.
you a guided tour of our unit, and you get to babysit Bo, and we get cookies. So I do need a couple of those cookies.
We will make a new batch and bring them.
All right. Well, we will be there right now. Yeah, I mean everything is up in the air,
Everything's
right?
subject to change with the craziness of our times.
But
Absolutely.
We're planning to be there Wednesday through the weekend, so we're really excited about it.
Yeah, we're looking at hotels and planning on being there too, as long as it still goes.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah.
that's good. Well, thank you guys so much for jumping in like that on the program with us. We are
You're
delighted.
making me feel like a slacker. All the cookies and
Yeah.
goodies there. I've only made one type of cookie.
Well, my wife and her sister and our daughter and granddaughter got together last weekend and baked all the cookies. So
Aw.
That's
So,
great.
yeah.
Well,
that was great.
that's good. Well, thank you. We enjoy having you here. That's great.
Absolutely. Thank you. One last look.
Oh,
There we go.
man.
Hope we don't gain any weight.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Anticipation. I'll see you in Tampa in a month.
We will look for you.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Rusty.
Merry Christmas to you both. Thank you.
Oh, that is great fun. Hey, Cathy Stahlbach is back. Let's just say hi to Cathy. Hey,
Hi.
Cathy.
Hi again. My
Hi.
computer went on the fritz. I lost power, but now I'm back.
Okay, well, now we
Okay.
can see your hat a little better. So that's pretty close. That's pretty
Yeah, I
good.
have my glasses here.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Okay.
I had a little trouble recognizing you without your glasses on.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you so
and-
much. You
All
too.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Let's see what else we've got. We've got some more questions from a Facebook user.
Did you ever bring skis when you had your Sprinter chassis? If so, which rack do you recommend?
Well, we did not bring skis. We do have snowshoes that we use. So
And they're
I
a
don't
lot
know.
easier to take, obviously.
But at one point I looked at the Thule rack for skis, for cross-country skis. That's what we would be using. And the problem I had in all of our RVs is up on my roof, I have all this solar. So it was really difficult to find a place where I could mount the rack and run the skis and not have them banging into the solar or covering it up. Not that the solar does that much in the wintertime, but the Thule rack always looked better. But our big thing in the winter is snowshoes, and they're only about, I gotta get my
Couple
hand in
feet.
there. There's my other hand. There it
2,
is.
3
They're only
feet.
about that big. So yeah, I think they're
2
like
feet.
2 feet, maybe if not even that. So that's our thing. So, but if you don't have a lot of solar on the roof, look at the Thule racks. Those are all pretty good. Those are all great. John Zachinik.
I still remember how you got so excited over the BSF Pie Nights. Oh, that was great fun.
It was. I thought of that the other day, John. BSF is I used to teach a big men's Bible study called Bible Study Fellowship. And God, I don't know how many people we had in that group. We had a lot of them. And we would have a pie night just before the Christmas break. And man, you think cookies are good. These guys would bring
Men
all
love
these pies. Men
generally
love pies.
Speaking.
And then they would bring in ice cream, because you got to have ice cream and all the toppings. We also had ice cream social night at the end of the year, but the big thing was just before Christmas was pie night. Man, that was great. I do miss those, John. God bless you and Merry Christmas to you. Sharon Childress, one of our regular friends. Hi, Sharon.
Merry Christmas. We were planning on coming to the Tampa show, but with COVID, decided to avoid the crowds and stay safe. Hopefully, this COVID is under control by the Hershey show in the fall. I sure hope it is. It should be.
Yeah, we're going to be at Tampa. Not sure about Hershey, but we're going to be there, we think. And as Chris Crowley points out, only the industry day is canceled for Tampa. And that was on Tuesday. And unless you worked in the industry, you couldn't have gone anyway. But for us, that was a big deal because industry day is when we could get in all of the RVs and do our video
And do our work.
tours. when we have to get in there with our cameras and the crowds are there, we're going to do a much different video this year because we're not going to be able to get the shots that we really had hoped to, that we normally do. But we're going to be there anyway. We'll see what we can do. And the show is on the 13th through the 17th. The first 3 days, it's a discount for seniors. And there's a story on the rvlifestyle.com blog that you can find. And we've got information there that you can use it and check in from there. So thank you, Chris, for putting that up. Ray Wade.
Oh, what's your opinion about Class B pleasureways? We love them.
We do. We've
never owned one.
Never owned. We came really close one year to getting one, but they're great RVs. You know,
we have friends who have them and can't say enough good things about them.
And we're very impressed. Like Leisure, they're a family-owned company in Canada, just over the border, and
like Tiffin, a family-owned company.
Like Tiffin, a family. You know, we always recommend, if you can, buy your RV from a family-owned business because it's their name that is connected with it. You know, the big, huge corporation production line RVs, and I'm nothing against any of that, but we just have always found that if it's a smaller company, family-owned, there's just a little more attention to quality. And so we think the World of Pleasureway, we like all those guys a lot. We know Dean and we know Marshall from Pleasureway. It's like we know Dean and Mike and Ryan from Leisure Travel Vans. And we think the world of them. Great company. And we have the thing is that we get along with all these different manufacturers. And I have found them all to be really gracious towards each other as well. You know, every manufacturer is just a little different and their vehicles a little different, but we get along with all of them. Cattle Dog Cruising. Hey, they'll watch Bo. They like Bo.
When something breaks down right before a trip, have you ever gotten so frustrated you said, I'm going to chuck it all and sell this RV? How about when you're on a trip and something breaks down and you say, I'm going to put a for sale sign on it?
Yeah.
And hitchhike.
I don't think it's ever gotten, has it ever gotten that way? That bad with this?
No, but you've gotten frustrated a few times.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to, like when the refrigerator door fell off. That wasn't that bad. That was kind of laughable, really.
The frustrating thing was the leak in that sewer hose that sprayed you. That was...
That was my fault. That was,
you
always bring that up.
Life happens.
Okay. Somebody's going to say, what about that? I already told that story once before, and I'm not going to embarrass myself again with the leak in the sewer hose. But if you remember the movie, never mind. It was just an ugly situation in the sewer hose with the leak. Bonita Bradley.
What is the best Wi-Fi option to use while traveling to work online?
I use the Verizon Jetpack. It's just bulletproof. It works great. I have one downstairs, and sometimes I'll use that instead of, even the cable internet. Why, I don't know, but I do. It's just kind of fun. We have one that we carry with us in our RV, and we think that's just the best solution at all. AT&T has a similar, I don't know if they call it the Jetpack. I think theirs is the MiFi. Might be everybody has a different name, but they're a little data card about that big, and it connects to the internet, and it's like a little mini hotspot router. And that's the one we use, the Verizon Jetpack. Facebook user.
Do you recommend a tire pressure monitoring system?
I do. We had a question earlier in the program tonight about tires and uneven wear, and that's another thing that will cause uneven wear is bad pressure on your tire. So you want to keep your tires roughly always the same pressure on all the tires, following the manufacturers. The front and the back should be the same. And then the one we have now, the unit we have now has a built-in TPS system in it. So it will let us know if there's something wrong with it, and you can monitor it. But you certainly can get the third-party non-OEM tire pressure kits and tire pressure monitoring kits. TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system. Yes, good investment. Have you seen our books yet? It's still, you got an RV that you got to buy something when you don't know what to get them. Get them one of our travel guides. We've got 7 different 7-day adventure guide travels of different parts of North America. We've got a book on boondocking, a book on how to buy an RV. It's guaranteed it will save you money. That's thousands of dollars it will save you if you follow the advice. We've got all sorts of books. Just go to rvlifestyle.com/books and you'll find us. It looks
like it's getting about that time.
It's getting about that time. And I want to just remind you that we'd love to have you be one of our supporters. And there's how you can find out more information, rvlifestyle.com/members. I don't advertise this. I don't push it. Every time I speak of it, it sounds alien to me as a journalist to say, support us. But y'all know, you're all used to this. If you follow other people on YouTube, that's how we all can afford to be out on the road and getting the stuff we get and doing the stories we do. And yeah, there are advertisers. Thank goodness. We've got some great advertisers and some supporters that way. But we would like to be more community supported by you. And so we've got a couple of options there. If you just check that out, it's very affordable. And it's a great encouragement to Jen and me to see as you become a member. With that, it is about time to wrap this online Christmas party up. Thank you for the few, but nevertheless brave souls who put on costumes and showed us Christmas cookies and shared their wishes. And among them, Phyllis Kerr, our social media guru, and also known as Mrs. Claus.
Well, I know that Mike and Jen are going to go back through all the comments because there were so many Merry Christmas, Happy New Year messages. So just tons and tons of those that we didn't have time to put all of them up, but lots and lots of love from your community.
Well, we feel the same. We've got to remind everybody, ask us anything next week. We have a podcast coming out Wednesday. Then we're taking next week off with the podcast. And we'll be back with our videos, our podcast, Ask Us Anything right after the first of the year. So all back on regular schedule then. Phyllis, what's your Christmas wish for this year?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Phyllis is still trying to get an RV.
Yeah.
I don't, that sort of like put me on the spot, but yeah, it would be really super nice if I could finally get the RV. You know, it's just so odd that the timing is just not right. And so I'm just gonna, cause I want a newer one, but I don't want to wait, 18 months to get one. So
yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work out. So it's a wish, a Christmas wish.
That's great. Well, that's what Christmas is for, among other things. Hey, Merry Christmas to you, Phyllis. Thank you so much for keeping everybody have a great Christmas. And let's say Merry Christmas to Chris Cowley out there, who's riding herd on the YouTube end of all of our comments. Thank you, Chris. We pray for both of you to have just a really special and wonderful Christmas. And
Merry Christmas to you.
Yep. And to all of you folks, there's something about Christmas, even in a crazy year like this, that is, we all remember our Christmas childhoods, all the excitement. What's your best memory of Christmas?
Oh, wow. Probably when all of our family used to gather together. Our house used to be the house where when my parents were alive and my sister and her husband and, cousins and everybody comes because it's great to have people, your loved ones, all in one place.
And I think we're all appreciating family, when we're encouraged not to gather in large groups at this particular time. And for a lot of people, it's going to be a really tough Christmas. But Christmas isn't about just all that. It's also about Jesus Christ. He is the reason for the season and the greatest single event in human history. We celebrate the birth of that Savior of mankind who came to earth as a little baby child so many years ago. The world is a much better place for him, and I think it would be like without him. And we will all get through this COVID thing. We hope you are all traveling. We wish you guys just a blessed holiday and
a happy new year.
Lots of smiles in the year ahead. And we'll be back. I think I can't remember the dates, but it will be the.
We're just missing a week.
Yeah,
let it go.
Just missing a week. We'll be back. It's the first full week, first weekend of January. We're back. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year,
and happy trails.